お前は誰だ?
What's up guys, today's video is top 10 anime to recommend to non-anime watchers. So keep in mind, the big dogs, Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, those have tons of episodes. Those can be intimidating to new anime watchers, so we're gonna leave those out. This is gonna be the cheat sheet to turn the entire world into weebs. Before we get into it, make sure you like, because I need strangers' approval to feel good about myself. Subscribe, so you see all the new videos that we'll have out. And comment what top 10s you wanna see in the future. Without further ado, let's get into it. Number 10 is Fate's Day Night Unlimited Blade Works. I picked this one over Fate Zero simply because it's shorter. There's only 26 episodes, so it's not that hard to get through. This one is just a banger when it comes to fights. If you know someone who's into violence and is a bit of a history buff, this is definitely something to get into. It does have prominent characters from history. And like I said, only 26 episodes, they can run through it. And then if they are interested, there's plenty of other series, storylines that they could connect to it. But I mean, animation is as crisp as it comes. This is a number 10, but a good starter anime. Up next, we have Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Not to be confused with Full Metal Alchemist, that one's dog water. Make sure they watch Brotherhood. This one is a bit of a trek. That's why it's so far back on this list. It's 64 episodes, but it's easily streamable. It's on Netflix, Funimation, and Crunchyroll. It's one of the GOATs. It was actually the reigning champ on my anime list up until this most recent season of Attack on Titan. But it's super compelling storyline. It has fights that are more strategy than anything because it's an alchemy-based world, so nobody really has too much plot armor unless you're Colonel Roy Mustang. He can pretty much pipe anybody he wants, and he's also one of the coolest characters in anime. So it's a great watch. It's a little bit episodic at the beginning, but once the storyline takes hold, it won't let you go. Up next, number 8, we have a new one, The God of High School. It pains me to put this ahead of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood in any list, but for a new watcher, there's a couple reasons why I think this one is better. It doesn't introduce you to like the main shonen trope of a main character where he's bubbly, he's kind of fun to watch, but he takes fighting super seriously. The attention to detail in the fighting and combat styles is super nice. It kind of is just people beating the crap out of each other, and then it lulls you into where you can get to the weird side of it where crazy stuff happens with anime. It's based off of one of those weird Korean manga tunes, but not really manga, but it's probably for sure manga. And you can only see it on Crunchyroll, but it is short, 12 episodes. Up next, Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress. This would be on one of my top 10 underrated lists as well, mostly because nobody gives it a chance. They think it's Attack on Titan knockoff. Different storyline. These guys are on a train. It's a post-apocalyptic zombie world. Everybody loves zombies. There's hybrids, which is super dope. That's a pretty common anime trope. Super suspenseful, high pace. Something's happening the whole time. It's 12 episodes, easily bingeable. It'll leave you wanting more. Just because the same studio makes more than one anime doesn't mean they're trying to be the same anime, guys. Come on. It was only available on Prime. It is now available on Crunchyroll and Funimation. At number 6 is Demon Slayer. We are getting into familiar grounds. Even common folk have at least heard of Demon Slayer, because as an OG weeb, this is one of the first anime that I've seen just shouted from the rooftops. I will see like normal human beings walking through the streets with Demon Slayer robes on, which is crazy for me because used to we would go into Hot Topic secretly with shame and walk out with our Naruto merchandise. But Demon Slayer is really normalizing the genre. I can appreciate that, but also part of me hates it. Don't let the fan base being weird turn you away from this anime as a new watcher. For the person who is recommending it, you already know it's a great anime, but was super excited when this one came out, super excited for the new movie. This will definitely get anybody hooked. It's short with only 24 episodes thus far. It does have a second season coming and a movie, so it gives you something to look forward to. And here we are at number 5, My Hero Academia. There's a lot to be said about this anime. There's a lot to be said about this anime's fan base. They are crazy, but with good reason, man. Like, this thing was super fun to watch episode to episode until about season 3, when that fan base hit me like a truck, and I had to kind of shun it in a way to knock them down a peg, because it's the only anime a lot of people had seen. But as far as animation, as far as dramatic episodes, as far as character development, I mean, all the side characters is everybody's favorite. Nobody likes Midoriya, which tells you a lot about the development of the characters around him. And I honestly think some of the best voice acting in anime. It is kind of long, but you'll binge it and find yourself 3 seasons in no time.
こっから後ろには絶対行かせないから走れ走れあんなガキがてめえ最高じゃねえか
Number 4, Parasite the Maxim. I'll give y'all a second to try to combat me on why this shouldn't be number 4. Shut your ass up. This is definitely number 4. It's dark, it's short, it's about 24 episodes. I was left wanting nothing. This is a complete round anime. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll enjoy the action sequence.
右防御頼む
防御
Think deeper about morality, as a boy struggles with his humanity, and a monster struggles with his monsterness.
すごい
At number 3, we have Hunter x Hunter. It is not Hunter x Hunter. Do not call it that in my presence. You will get slapped. It is Hunter x Hunter. The X is the symbol of a hunter. That would be like calling Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, Golden Sphere with stars on it, Z. It is Hunter x Hunter, and this is a great anime. It is long. It still made it this high on the list because I am 10 for 10 on recommending this to non-anime watchers, and every time they love it. It sticks with you. After Killua rips a man's heart out at the beginning, it's all uphill from there. It is 148 episodes, but pretty easily accessible, along with every anime on this list. You can watch it on Netflix and Crunchyroll and Funimation. It's just an all-around bop. Please give this anime a chance.
すること全部ただの八つ当たりだから
Number 2 is Death Note. This is a lot of people's favorite. I'm gonna keep it real with you as a shonen head. I'm not really here for this one. I got bored the first time I watched it. I had to go back and rewatch it, but it was good the second time I watched it. The reason this is so high on the list is because it's not a stretch for a normie to watch this. This could be a very successful TV show. They did try to make a live-action movie. Stay away from that. It's no good. It is absolute dog water, so don't let them watch that. But this isn't a stretch for someone who doesn't watch anime for their first step into the anime genre. Number 1, Attack on Titan. A story like nobody has ever seen. It's just unfolding for us. What a time to start watching with the new season just coming out. Some of the better animation we've ever seen. Just something that everybody needs to see. And I think that anybody who watches it will fall in love with it. RIP Wit Studios. Mappa's trying their best, but the story will keep it afloat, and everybody's super excited for the new season. Now's the time to get on the AOT train.
くそこっちの動きを完全に読んでたってことか
Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. I'm looking forward to bringing you much more content, much more, when we're not running Weeb HQ. So feel free to comment, leave suggestions on other top 10s, or just other videos you'd like to see in general. Make sure you're liking and subscribing so when we do put out the content, you can be here to see it with us, and also it'll hurt my feelings if you don't. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time.